Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your Mercury retrograde reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you during this beautiful Mercury retrograde season. Is it going to be so beautiful? It's pretty topsy-turvy so far from all the other readings that I'm looking at. So it is in Sagittarius constellation, obviously, since we're in Sagittarius. So let's just see what is going on with you. Using a manifestation card. I'm doing this one a little bit different from usual. Keep it creative, keep it going strong. Dislike of others coming out. Sometimes we form strongly negative feelings towards others. In truth, it's not them that we dislike, but their words, actions, and behavior. This card asks you to try to detach from the experience of their behavior and see them as a soul on their own unique path, attempting to manage their own challenging life lessons. So when people want to come and challenge you, right? When it's Mercury retrograde, you know, I don't understand what you mean, right? We do it, they do it. Miscommunication can cause what? Fights, arguments. I don't like what you're saying. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're feeling. Your emotions are all over the place, right? Time of high emotions, low intelligence. So you want to avoid people who can trigger you. Make sure that you proofread all those text messages. Think how you're going to speak to someone before speaking. Right? Keep your positivity as high as possible. You might want to keep yourself a little more quiet than being out and about, right? Knowing who you're going to be truly interacting with. Why? Because of the miscommunication, high emotions. Okay, so yes. So, next 3 weeks, you're going to just want to kind of be in collaboration mode, but also kind of watch egos clashing. Okay. Could be a lot of drama, okay, that they're going to use extra passion towards, or you could do it as well. So that's why we have to be careful, because we ourselves could be doing the same things, right? Not just everyone, but everyone, including yourself, right? Gotta be careful. Okay, so let's get a couple of tarot cards. Let's see. Holding back, indecision, hesitation. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius who is making bad choices, or they're too risky. Or you may feel like someone's coming toward you and they want you to take these crazy risks that you're just like, no way, right? But remember, it's Mercury retrograde as well, guys. Remember the overall tone, right? Besides miscommunication, that's one that we always get. Communication, karmic completion. That's why the X's come back. That's why things that we thought that we have moved away from, if they're still hanging on to a thread, right, it could come back. That grudge, make sure you're getting rid of grudges, right? Make sure that you are not taking risks that you would have taken in the past, because it is a time of tests. Everything is karma. Now it's time for the completion, time to get rid of the grudge, your anger, time to let go. Right? Or time to surely let go of things that could be risky, or things that I've done in the past that could get me in trouble again. Did I learn my lesson? That's what the universe is asking you. Did you learn your lesson? Right? So, from this situation, did you truly let go of that relationship? Right? That thought, that pattern. Clearing those karmic pasts. Right? The other one that is really big, of course, for is adjusting for time. I'm just going to bring it up just in case it doesn't bring there. For those of you who are new, who don't know a whole lot about Mercury retrograde, the three biggest things is adjusting for time, right? Because the internet's could get screwy. Your mail might get lost. Time is not always on your side. You go for that job interview and you get stuck in traffic. So make sure you're always prepared. Now the universe is asking you, are you fully prepared? So you want to be sure to leave early for those meetings, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on where you're going, for any postponements, right? You don't know, right? I always say, and if you still leave early and it doesn't go through, it just might not be meant for you, right? There's something better, something that's worth your while, right? Because you could get all the way down there, right? So it's almost like, well, I didn't make it even though I left 15 minutes early and it still didn't make it. Don't see it as a bad thing. Watch your emotions. Think to yourself, maybe it just wasn't meant for me. Maybe it wasn't meant for me at this time. Maybe there's something better. So watch your emotions. Okay. So just spread your wings and fly, my friends. King of Pentacles, wealth, business. This is going to be a great time. Okay, for wealth, business, comfort. Find the comfort within yourself. Like I said, even if things are not going the way you expect them to go, watch the temperament, watch the negativity. Okay, it is time to kind of play it small, like I said before, because you know, when it comes to other people, right, you want to, if you know you're going to clash egos, you know there's going to be a fight, you could just feel the tension in the air, you want to take that step back, you want to make sure that you find that comfort zone. Don't engage, no reason. Okay. Take the lead where you need to take the lead, play it small, stand in the background, so that way you don't have those egos clashings or any kind of miscommunication. A lot of times we can feel that shit coming up too. And if you know you're in an ornery mood, hey, we all get there. I get frustrated. I get ornery. I have to pull myself back, because then it's just like my Leo wants to come out. My Taurus wants to be stubborn. My Leo wants to go, rah, right? So that way you just like, hey, you know what? I don't want this clash, because I can feel it. I'm getting too tensed. We're human. We all get a little frustrated, right? It's just the way it is. So if you feel yourself doing that, pull yourself back. They may see you hesitating. They may even be saying, why are you hesitating? Because I don't want this. Because shit's going to hit the fan, and this is going to be very destructive, and it's going to affect your inner peace in the end, right? So you want to simplify your environment. You might even want to get into some reflection. Invite yourself to a quiet space, right, for your comfort. Ooh. Okay, guys, let's get I'm going to use the self-healing cards for this reading. Remember, Mercury retrograde is a great time to manifest too, because your emotions are high. So don't think that you can't, you can manifest any time of the year, any day, every day, but certain times are better than others. Right now, it is actually a great time to manifest for the next 3 weeks. Just watch the negativity. Don't be manifesting things you don't want. That's the only problem about Mercury retrograde in manifestation, is because our emotions are kind of all over the place. We do get frustrated. So, watch the, not manifesting negative things into your life. Nourish your temple. Ooh. So right now is a great time to really step back from situations, really make sure that you are taking care of yourself, nurturing your temple. That's going to be number 38. Let's look and see what that says. I nourish my body with healthy food, clean water, and positive self-talk. That's crazy, because what did I just say? Don't manifest things you don't want by, critiquing yourself into a negative. It says, when you take some pride in how you care for your body and your physical temple, you glow. When you nourish your body consistently, tending to it as you would something sacred, others pick up on the radiant light emanating from you. It's often that intangible positive vibration that people notice and compliment, but don't entirely know how to put their finger on it. Tune into your body and ask it what would feel nourishing. Sit or lie down and place one hand on your heart and the other on your lower abdomen. Now, your lower abdomen is going to be that sacral chakra, excuse me, sacral chakra and your solar plexus, right? Then ask yourself, what do you need to do? What do I need to do? You may find that your body calls for you to eat healthy food or for a movement practice, dancing, moving, yoga, exercise, doing something to get your body moving, right? Even if it's just simple stretching, okay, and stretching. There may be a beauty treatment that comes to mind, like a body scrub or mask, or maybe your body wants to be adored with jewelry you save for some special occasions or with a new lip color. Let your intuition and the signals of your physical being guide you in the right direction to nourish yourself on all levels. Okay, so you can ask yourself these questions, right? What do I need to do right now? I'm feeling a little down. I'm feeling a little drawn out, feeling a little stressed out, frustrated. See what your body needs. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Connect with your ancestors. Now, this is very important because this is one in Sagittarius of Mercury retrograde that is different from the majority thereof. You always have the three that are normal, right? Now we have this one. I think that's very interesting that came up. But let's see what it is. This is during this time you have what we call the ancestors speaking to you. You may have a lot of dream downloads, right? So when you're dreaming, right, your ancestors are speaking to you. So you may feel, this shift bringing in light. Okay, so make sure that you are keeping a dream journal because you will find that a lot of your ancestors are talking to you at this time of the year within this portal. We also have spiritual downloads during this Mercury retrograde, which are the two big ones for this time. So you'll have a lot of intuitive downloads as well. Make sure you're writing those down too. If they don't make any sense, that's even better. If it's calling you to do something that doesn't make any sense, as long as it's not something super crazy and you know that that's not, but more than anything, that's not intuition, could be your imagination. So watch for that. But if it's something that you're like, oh my God, that's crazy, but the more you look into it, you're like, oh my God, that can make me a lot of money. What the hell? You know what I mean? But you don't know where it came from. That's your intuition pushing you towards a path. The ancestors are always here. There's going to be a lot of ancestral ones, but they usually come in dreams more than anything. So they want to help clear up a lot of karmas, fears, problems. So make sure that you are keeping a dream journal. Okay. Oh, that's funny. At the bottom of the deck, it says dream journal. There you go. Keep a journal for both. That way you can kind of look and see what's going on. So there you go. Beautiful, guys. And we're going to use the new cards. Oh, they're over there. My son was playing with them. I was like, where did he put those? I see them. He's like, you got new cards? I did. Where'd you hide them? Okay, so let's go. We're going to use these two decks. I got this one that I got last month, and I got a brand new one that I got this week. So let's get in here and see what's going on. Best messages is wealth. You're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. You have the King of Pentacles. So you guys, this is talking about how you're going to keep the great work up. You have prosperity coming in. This is actually going to be a very prosperous month for you. Okay? If you keep yourself aligned and keep yourself going where you're supposed to be going, you're going to make a lot of money. There's a lot of money coming in. Okay? And the reason we know it's money is because of the King of Pentacles. Because, wealth can come in all kinds of areas. It can come in love. It can come in health. It can come in money. You see what I'm saying? Whatever pillar it is. But this one's literally saying wealth, and we see the King of Pentacles, so we know there's a lot of money coming your way. transformation. Change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown, but it wants you to change. That's what a Mercury retrograde is doing. And plus, we just had this reset of November. We just had this great reset with the new moon on the 1st, giving everybody towers and all this stuff to reset, get rid of karma, do this and that, you know, as we're having this up and down crazy month. And now we have Mercury retrograde coming in, says, now I want you to get rid of your karma and I want to test you on certain things. And it's almost like, so throughout the reset, what did you learn about the situation? Even though I threw a tower at you, did you completely heal from that situation of what's going on? When it says completely heal, it doesn't mean that you're completely 100% healed. Healed can take years. It means, did you let it go to have the greater understanding of what's good for you and why I did such things? Right? It's not the healing, which I'm, you know, not that kind of healing. I mean, it could take you years. I mean, if someone died, it could take you years. But it's not that. It's the understanding. Right? The understanding of things. You know, making sure that you're balanced enough to understand disruptions, having inner clarity to situations. And then it wants to come and test you on things that it's been trying to tower on you all year, things that you've still been trying to hold on to. If it's that, you know, still having those karmic ties with some ex, maybe it's them also who needs to, you know, they need to break that chain. You know, instead of continuing to move towards you, they need to get that healing. There's so many things that go on. Okay, so remember that you are protected by your guardian angel. This is a time of spiritual enlightenment in its own way. For some, higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angel within all situations, not just today, not just for Mercury retrograde, but every day that you live. But the reason it says this is because it wants you to understand that in times of turbulence, in times when we feel so alone, or things are not going the way we want to go, we always want to make sure that we understand that something is always there, divinely protecting us and helping us through situations, whether we believe it or not. Okay? So that's why that comes up. It doesn't mean they're only here for today, because that would be probably the, well, no matter what, that's the biggest lie of it all. What it wants you, it's a reinforcement of thought and understanding. I'm here. Speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear about the things that you truly want. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Thank you. And that's exactly it. You speak it out loud, and you know, you get to the point where it's like, and I understand this karmic and I don't want this anymore. I'm letting this go so I can clear the path for something wonderful to come in, because I'm going to make the room, I'm going to make the space for the things that do me good. Right? Because no matter what, I'm always going to pick up more karmics on the way. But let's get through this lesson, you know, because there's always going to be another lesson. So Spirit says, let's get rid of this one for good. Use your discernment. You know what it is. Come on, guys. You got this. I know mine. You will know yours. Because we all have something. Right? No matter what it is. Okay, and the overall card for your reading is the healing sacred stones, tenderness, care, gentleness, and nourishment. And there's your nourishment again. So this is really making sure that you understand, you know, that it is really time to heal and really take care of yourself. And make sure that you understand the gentleness that you give to yourself as the divine gives unto you, with the tenderness and the care. There's no reason to be so harsh on ourselves. You know, we're human. We make a lot of mistakes. You make mistakes. I make mistakes. And nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You will find the way. Never think that there's no way out. Never believe and make yourself think. And then you have ancestral message. A lot of you are getting a lot of ancestries coming in. You have some great grandma or somebody coming in who's really guiding you and pushing you. Yeah. Yeah, and you're going to feel that connection. You might even be thinking about this person a lot during this time of Mercury retrograde. You might be thinking about that grandmother that, who could help me. Why, I need this understanding, or, really thinking about grandpa or mom or somebody, or having a lot of dreams about them. And I'm telling you, they're coming through. They're coming through to help you along this path, to help you get to where your wealth is, to help you get centered within yourself, to help you nourish yourself in the right ways, and to give yourself that self-love and that self-care. But you can push it out to everybody in the world, my friends, but if you're not giving it back to yourself, you have to give it to yourself as well. You are just as important as everybody else. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And for your kids and stuff like that, I always say, if we don't take care of ourselves and we're taking care of our kids all the time, then you're running yourself down, because then they're going to see mommy and they're going to see daddy like just down and out. You have to nourish yourself and take time for yourself. That way, right, that you're there and, alive, living, healthy minded, healthy physically, to be able to care for the children. Right? If you're just doing all this stuff and you're always run down, what happens, if you're not giving yourself what you need? Make sure you're always giving it back, because they, for those of you who are parents, they need you. They need you. Okay? Just as much as you need them. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.